Yeah, the first pose of class, child's pose, using it to get grounded. Building upon your breath. Not rushing child's pose, being present to the pose, being present to the length coming in with each inhale. Yeah, not rushing the process. Every pose taking in what is happening. And maybe like that is an intention throughout your practice today, being present in the pose. Present to where your breath is at. Because the present moment is like the perfect teacher. When we slow down, we're able to acknowledge what we're feeling so that we can move through it and process it. But first we have to get present to it. So slowing down, feeling your hands connected to your mat, your fingertips pressing down. The connection of your feet and your knees. Inhale, creating length through your sides. Pit of the belly in, activating core. Downward facing dog. Present in this down dog, your first down dog, right? Taking what you need, any modifications, any shifts, right? To feel your down dog, to create softness, length, rooting down through your hands and your feet. Yeah, and what's coming up for you? What thoughts are popping in, right? Allow them to kind of rise up, acknowledge them, and then let them float away. Bending in your knees, right? Bend another inch in your knees. Hips go up, chest towards your thighs. Now from here, allowing the heels to release towards the floor. They don't have to touch the floor. Noticing your back, getting present with how your back feels with bent knees. And then, yeah, the heels start to soften towards the floor. Gaze goes forward, feet forward in between your hands. Halfway lift, nice flat back. Forward fold, ragdoll. Feet can be met with distance here, right? Like maybe you want some space for your belly today. And what thoughts are coming up as you're inverted, upside down? Knowing that you can change those thoughts with the next breath, right? To something positive, if it was something negative, like just saying, you know what, I'm grounded, my feet are supported, I'm pressing down, getting present. All right, release your hands. Halfway lift, flat back. Forward fold. Rooting down into your feet, grow, reach up, look up, mountain. Forward fold, hands to feet. Halfway lift, fill up. Low plank. Upward facing to downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Pit of the belly in. One more sun A, gaze goes forward. Feet forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Mountain reaching up, looking up. Forward fold, moving, flowing. Halfway lift, thoracic spine in. Low plank or downward facing dog. From low plank up dog to down dog. Flowing like water, softening through the joints. Knees soften, elbows soften. Allowing your breath to create flow in your body. Drishti, your gaze goes forward. Pit of the belly and feet step forward in between your hands. Halfway lift, fill up. Pit of the belly and forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold down. I'm gonna take a bit of a different flow. Inhale, reach up into mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fill up together as one. Forward fold, hands to feet. Halfway lift, flat back. Slow breath out, fold down, pit of the belly in. Press into your feet, inhale, reach up, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Generating heat with this breath and movement, halfway lift. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Gaze goes forward. Feet step forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair, hands at heart center, sitting low. Nice and long through your spine. Pit of the belly and sit lower. Length. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. I'm sharing my screen. Give me a moment. Stay here with your breath. I didn't mean to share my screen. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Outer edge of the back foot presses down, arch lifts. Sinking into that front knee, building upon the pose. Staying here, rooting down. Igniting, lifting. Flush it out, low plank. On your next inhale, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. I like being with what is. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. right? In those moments when things don't go how you have planned, right? Do you have that ability to pause, get present, and move into your plan B, right? A little bit of like what happened for me, right? Like all of a sudden my screen left and I couldn't see you guys, right? So I paused, I took a breath, and I re-engaged with you all. Yoga off your mat, like where you might need that in your personal life, your professional life. Igniting through your arms. Yeah, Catherine sinking into that front knee. You others can join her. On your next exhale, low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Pit of the belly in. Right leg lifts, flip dog. Even in tabletop, taking that right leg up, bending your knees, stacking your hips. Right foot now steps forward, crescent lunge. You're on the ball mound of your left foot, left heel stacking over your toes, nice and long through your lunge. Hands at heart center. Twisting lunge. Left elbow towards your right knee. Yeah, nice. Now that right hip flexor, left hip flexor lifts up towards the ceiling. Pit of the belly in. Yeah, nice engagement, even activating the glute in that back leg. And Andy, I love your modification. Open up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Flip that front palm, reach up. Right elbow down to your right knee, side angle. Left arm reaching up. Come back up, warrior two. Downward facing dog. Left side flip dog. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Crescent lunge, left foot forward. Hands to heart center. Inhale, length through your spine. Taking your twist, other side. Right hip hinge lifts up. Right glute engages. Create your length from your heel towards your head. Taking your twist, deepening it. Open up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. The challenge here now is staying in that front knee, not moving it. And if you shift it, right, come back. Extended side angle, front elbow down. Come up, warrior two. Downward facing dog. Feet step forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair, twisting chair. You choose which side first. We will get both. Forward fold, peace fingers in between your big toe and second. Halfway lift, nice flat back. Now you engage your triceps, elbows pull out, chin in towards your chest. And in Baptiste yoga, we say like we're either here now or we're nowhere, right? Because you're on your mat currently. That is where you are. And if your mind is elsewhere, then you're not here. So, right, like inviting, like grounding down, getting present, feel your feet, feel your toes pressing into your fingers or your hands on your knees, wherever you're at. building your connection to be present. Release, chair, twisting chair opposite side. Long through your spine, pit of the belly, and deepening your twist. Gorilla. Elbows pull out. Chin in toward your sternum. Right ear to your right shoulder. Left ear to your left shoulder. Bring your chin back to center. Bend in your knees. Come up. Yogi squat. Feet step off your mat. Really wide stance. Yes. And then hands at heart center. Sitting low. I'm going to sit so low you can't see me, right? I challenge you to sit that low as well. Here I am. Yes, press through your feet, arches lift, toes connect. Pit of the belly in. And then add resistance through your hands. Your fingertips or palms press. Shoulders integrate. All right, press into your feet. Come to standing, toe heel your feet back in. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Gaze goes forward. Feet forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Rooting into your feet, mountain. Eagle, right side, right knee on top, right arm under. Tadasana, both feet down, hands extend out, arms. Left knee on top, left arm under. Eagle. Tadasana. Right side eagle, right knee on top, right arm under. And getting connected in this moment. Present to your breath. Present to listening. Elbows lower towards your knees. Pit of the belly in, stay. Keep your eagle arms, right leg unwraps, airplane legs. And yes, heel pressing back. Half moon with eagle arms, right? You gotta really be in your core to make that happen, right? And if you need to take that hand down, take it down. Back up to standing. Tadasana. Left knee on top, left arm under. Pit of the belly in, elbows lower towards your knees. Eagle arms, airplane legs, unwrapping that left leg. Heel pressing back, igniting through your core. And then half moon. Tadasana. Mountain reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to feet. Halfway lift. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Outer edge of your back foot presses down, arch lifts. And then gently lift the arch in your front foot. Don't collapse on the inside of that arch. Yes, nice. Toes press, reverse warrior. And not rushing the process, staying in, letting those little muscle fibers turn on, building upon your practice. Extended side angle, stay forward in that front knee. Nice work. One more breath with that knee bent. Press into your front heel, straighten your leg for triangle. Straddle fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Hands down to the mat. And Andy, both toes, both your feet are gonna face the same direction. Toes point towards the same direction. If you see Catherine, you can see Catherine's toes on the screen. Both of her toes are pointing towards the edge of her mat. All right, come back up. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. That front thigh, outer edge of the thigh goes down, inside thigh up. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle, elbow down towards your front knee, that bended knee. Triangle, straightening your front leg. Straddle fold. Catherine, I've spotlighted your video. Andy, if you'll look at Catherine, see both of her feet, she's wide on her mat. She's taking up the length of her mat and her toes are pointed to the long edge of her mat. Right, so, oh, actually, Andy, this is a good cue for you. Take your toes to point towards your couch. Both feet pointing towards your couch. Yes, then take your hands down. All right, I got you guys. I'm here for you. Bend in your knees, come up. Downward facing dog. Now standing on your knees, we're gonna set up for camel. Toes curled under. Unless your feet cramp, then tops of your feet down. Hands to your low back, pressing into your low back, sending the hips forward, chin in towards your chest and sit back for camel. Yeah, great use of the block. Right? And those of you that don't have the block, pretend that it's there, squeeze in on it. Chin guides you out, sitting back towards your heels now, hero's pose. Yeah, using your classmates for assist, right, to see what the pose is if you need it. Second camel, standing on your knees, block between your thighs if you have access to one. Yeah, like making fists and taking them to your low back, hips press forward, chin goes back. Now chin guides you out. Sitting into broken toe pose, toes curl under. Yeah, taking your seat towards your heels. 2 more breaths in this pose. Yeah, nice shoulder integration. You guys have lots of space from your ears to your shoulders. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Flip dog, bend your knees, stack your hips. Half pigeon, right knee forward. Yeah, and I want you to set your attention and like putting your intention or your attention on what you want to have happen in this pose. What do you want to have happen? Setting your intention, taking your mind's eye into that, whatever that answer was, right? And then creating what you want to have happen for yourself. Downward facing dog. Alternating your knees, bending, bike pedaling. Coming to stillness, rooting down through your hands, fingers spread nice and wide. Left leg goes up, bend your knees, stack your hips. Okay. Grounding down through the left hand, press down and forward. Right, now take that energy up towards your knee, left heel towards your right shoulder, half pigeon left side. Inviting in the light, inviting in the stillness, inviting in ease. The longer you're in this pose, maybe like the more like the mind wants to come in and take you out. So recommit to yourself, to the attention that you want to have happen. Expanding from the inside, from the internal thoughts out, right? Taking that expansion out, getting out of your head into the present moment. Downward facing dog. Take your time here in down dog. Not rushing. Alternating the knees bending, yes. Nice expansion through your back. I like what you guys are adding in for yourselves. Stepping through, coming to seated, legs out in front. Right foot in. Folding either over or taking your twist. If you take the twist, you're twisting towards your left leg. Right, just acknowledging what you need for yourself today. You can take your fold or your twist. Switching sides. Yeah, moving into the pose when you're ready. Not rushing the process. Being present to each and every breath in the pose. Both legs out. Forward fold. Reaching for your toes. Staying in the work. I didn't reach my toes until about 7 years in. Like, it's about the process. It's not rushing the process. It's being in it, staying with the breath, pit of the belly in, hip bones press down. And you stay with that work, right? Then expansion happens and you expand and like almost from the inside out. And it happens magically, like overnight. One day you don't even realize it, like, oh, I got to my knees. Oh, I got to my ankles. Oh my gosh, I reached my toes today. Those of you who have that really long expansion, if you have a block, you can place it on your feet and reach forward to the block, right? You can expand upon the pose. All right, come up, reverse tabletop. Yeah, feet press down, hands press down, and let your head drop back. Lower down, setting up for fish. Sitting onto your hands, then elbows press down, sternum lifts up. Release. Coming into our inversion. Legs up the wall, child's pose. Restorative bridge, even as an option. I'm going to bring in a visualization for yourselves. So as your eyes are closed, I want you to picture the center of your sternum and in your mind's eye, right? It's like a slow gold spinning circle of light at the center of your sternum. And every inhale you take, it grows this gold spinning circle. And it slowly builds. Right, and every inhale, it expands out, that nice warm gold spinning circle of light expanding out toward your collarbones. And as it reaches out towards your collarbones, right, allowing then that light, that gold light to fill up and cascade down through your arms, out into your hands and your fingertips. A gentle, warm, gold light. Letting yourself be the light. Replenishing your energy. Yeah, inviting in the light. All right, release your feet, coming out of the pose, everyone onto your backs. Supine twist, right knee in, taking it to the left. Maintaining that light that you generated. Acknowledging it in this moment. Rooting down through your shoulders, every inhale filling up, allowing that gold warmth of energy to fill you up. Coming back to center, opposite side, supine twist. Butterfly, feet together, knees out wide. Left hand to your heart, right hand to your stomach. Holding onto that light, building upon it, sending it from the center of your chest down into your torso towards your hips. Every inhale generating that warming gold light, filling yourself back up. Yeah, letting it travel down into your legs, toward your knees. Letting the upper thighs fill up. And then letting that cascade down and towards your ankles and into your feet. Letting it then shoot out through the toes. Not rushing the process, allowing yourself to generate your light, to fill back up. Shavasana, final pose of class. Holding onto your light even in this pose. Yeah, no matter what's happening around you, doing your best to stay present in Shavasana, rooting down through your body, feeling the earth supporting you, letting go of any distractions. Right? Even if it's you distracting yourself, letting go of that, focusing on what is happening. And what is happening, you're laying on your mat, you're in deep rest, softening, allowing your eyes and eyelids to relax, your forehead relaxing, right, down towards your temples and into your jaw hinge. Let it also soften, letting go. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Taking a deeper breath in. Making your way up to seated, hands to heart center. All right, breath in together. Empty out. And then thumb knuckles up to your forehead. Together we say, Namaste. Great work, you guys.